The alarm hadn't even stopped ringing, and already my chest was tight. I lay there staring at the ceiling, sunlight barely breaking through the blinds, phone buzzing on the nightstand with messages I hadn't read yet. My jaw clenched, my breath shallow, my mind racing through a list of tasks before I had even left the bed. The buzz of the phone became the symbol of that morning. Each vibration wasn't just a message. It was a jolt of pressure, a reminder of everything waiting, everyone expecting, every deadline demanding. Before my feet touched the floor, I felt behind. I rolled onto my side, rubbed my eyes, and muttered, "I'm already losing, and the day hasn't even started." Morning anxiety doesn't wait for logic. It doesn't give you a chance to prepare. It rushes in like a flood the second your eyes open, convincing you the day is too much before it has even begun. The alarm hadn't even stopped ringing, and already my chest was tight. And maybe you've been there too, waking up to pressure instead of peace, starting your day already in the red. Morning anxiety hits harder because it sets the tone for everything that follows. In business, it shows up the second you think of clients waiting, deals in motion, tasks unfinished. You haven't even checked your email yet, and already you're drowning in what-ifs. By the time you open the laptop, your body is already in fight or flight. At home, the strain creeps in too. My kids would ask for breakfast. My wife would want a quick conversation, but I was half present, already lost in a mental checklist. I wasn't with them. I was already at work, in my head, fighting battles that hadn't even started. Culturally, the weight doubles. I grew up believing a strong man wakes early, gets ahead, never falls behind. So when I woke with anxiety, I told myself I was failing before I'd even tried. The shame stacked on top of the stress. Do you know that feeling? Do you ever wake up with your body already bracing, as if the day is an enemy? Do you ever feel like you're losing before you've taken your first step? I wish someone had told me I can reset the morning before it runs away from me. Because the truth is, anxiety doesn't have to own the day. A morning reset can reclaim the ground before pressure takes it. I thought waking up anxious meant the day was already lost. That lie stole so many mornings from me. And the buzz of the phone on the nightstand made the anxiety hum louder than my alarm. The breaking point came in that mutter, "I'm already losing, and the day hasn't even started." My body carried the panic, tight chest, clenched jaw, shallow breath. My hands twitched to grab the phone, to dive into the chaos, but I froze for just a second. That pause was my crisis cue. So I reached for a reset. The first reset method was breathwork, box breathing. I inhaled for 4, held for 4, exhaled for 4, paused for 4. At first it felt stiff, forced, but after a few cycles, my chest loosened, my mind slowed. The rhythm of the breath cut through the flood of thoughts. The second reset method was a grounding ritual. I swung my legs over the bed and placed both feet firmly on the floor. I named 5 things I could see, 4 things I could touch, 3 things I could hear, 2 things I could smell, 1 thing I could taste. This simple act pulled me out of the storm in my head and back into the room I was actually in. And then I made one small choice. I left the phone on the nightstand. For the first 10 minutes of the day, I gave myself space. That silence, instead of the buzz, became my anchor. The symbol, the buzzing phone, transformed. It wasn't a trigger anymore. It became a reminder that I could choose presence over panic. By the time I stood up, my breath was steadier, my chest lighter, my mind clearer. I whispered a new truth. I can reset the morning before it runs away from me. That morning reframed how I start the day. Anxiety doesn't have to write the script. A reset can change the opening scene. I can reset the morning before it runs away from me. A steady start builds steadier hours ahead. The phone, once a symbol of pressure, became something else. It still buzzes, but now it reminds me to pause, to breathe, to choose presence before urgency. Peace reclaimed the morning that panic tried to steal. Let's practice this together. Tomorrow morning, before grabbing your phone, pause. Place your feet on the floor. Take one round of box breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, pause for 4. Next, ground yourself. Name what you see, feel, hear, smell, and taste. Bring yourself back into the room before the day pulls you into the rush. Finally, repeat with me. I can reset the morning before it runs away from me. Say it slowly. Let it sink in. At work, this practice stops you from starting the day already in chaos. At home, it gives your family your presence before the world takes it. And culturally, it reframes strength, not as waking in panic, but as waking in peace. Even 10 minutes of presence in the morning can shift the entire day. The phone doesn't own my mornings anymore. It still buzzes, still calls, but now I know I can choose. I can pause, breathe, ground, reset. A calm start builds a calmer day. So let me leave you with this reflection. What's one small reset you could give yourself tomorrow morning? Write it down. Commit to it. Try it. I can reset the morning before it runs away from me. And tonight, I'm grateful. Grateful for the reminder that I get to choose how my day begins.